everyone, and welcome to Healing Space with Gently Healing. I am Jen Tilley, and I am super grateful to be with all of you guys today. I want to thank Robert for that beautiful music. As Aaron has said, best intro music ever. Yeah, Robert Howley. He compiled that based off of a meditation that we had done, and he's done two of them so far, and they're just so rad to be able to have. And it's like, which one am I going to do today? It's like, it's fun. It's fun to be able to have things like that to play with and put on the show while we're all kind of coming together and collaborating as a unit here. And so it gives us just kind of some time and space to kind of just connect. And man, I am super grateful for that. It is, yeah, I want to say hello to Aaron and Jasmine and Willow and anybody else that is in here viewing this now. I love you, and I'm grateful for each one of you. It is so rad that we can have such a cool space to come together in and go on this journey together. Uh, with today's show, I wanted to be able to kind of give some updates. A few days ago, well, starting June 1st, we ended up bringing Gina Jin onto the show, and we did a healing session for her. She had been doing a kind of like a dieta, if you will, a cleanse. And the cleanse ended up, what it seemed was it shut down her pancreas, and she ended up having a very difficult time with it. And so we came together and we did a healing session then, and lots of awesome things in her life transpired after that, where she was able to heal certain relationships. Because again, when we're expressing and having issues, we stuff them into our tissues. So oh, sorry, there's this pop-up that just came up on this screen. It says Path of Exile. Sorry. Anyway, so hi Sammy, yay, and hi Robert, nice to see you. I got to pop up really quick on the screen, now it's gone. Yes, it's nice to see you, and I love all of you divine beings as well, and hello from Gary too. Welcome, Gary. I'm glad that you're here as well with all of us. I was just giving updates on Gina Jin, and also explaining kind of who she was for those that maybe weren't privy to the shows when we did healing sessions or when she's been on. But so after we did the show, where we had her on the show, she was able to go and see her grandchildren who she had not seen for a very long time, and just kind of like that creation for her future began to happen. But her body seemed to kind of take a turn, and it led her to going into the hospital. And once she went into the hospital, the day she went in is when we all came together, and we sent messages out calling all healers, and we came together and we did a giant meditation for her, and that was just a few days ago. I was able to talk to her and her sister today. And as it goes in the hospital, there's been some diagnoses that have come in, and now we are creating a new space of healing, and a continued, I guess, space of healing. So currently, the doctors have given Gina just no. Zach says no, no, no. Okay, I'm gonna do this different. We're going to come together, and we're going to create spaces for Gina. Sometimes when we get identifications, and as I talk a lot here, it's entifications. It will entify and have its own energy within this space. And I would agree with Zach. I'm glad he did this pause where he shook his head, because with us creating, I don't want there to be worry or fear. I want there to be the ability and belief that miracles, and it's more than miracles, can happen in each one of us. I have shared stories of people where their liver and kidneys were fully shut down. There was a woman that also was in stage 4 cancer who told the doctors pretty much to fuck off and walked out, and she went and healed herself, and is still alive and kicking today. So it doesn't matter what any diagnoses are. I say if you stuff your issues, they will go into your tissues and they create matter. And because they mattered to us. So our cellular structure is just doing what we've asked it to do. So within this space, I very much want to have us come together and create a beautiful world of healing for Gina beyond what we've already created. A space where Gina is 10 years in the future, or even 20 or 30 years in the future, where she is healthy and strong. And we had talked about, like her different organs are completely regenerated and solid. Like the whole human vessel is in complete operation with the whole mind, body, and spirit. Anything positive, love, laughter, joy, happiness, all of the good things, creating all of the positive energies within this space. And again, sloughing off any negative dense energy that could even possibly come in out through, our root system and into the earth. And keeping the balance. Yes, healing hands already buzzing. I love that. Good. When I was talking to Gina, it was very, very powerful. And had an opportunity to also talk with her sister for the first time and her boyfriend for the first time. So we have now the entire like kind of family and the rippling effects of that, getting this information and pumping the love that is necessary to generate the abundance of healing that is already in this space and has already happened. So, yeah, it was very, very cool to be able to connect with her family and her loved ones and her, to just see the powerful nature that she has, where, she spoke to her dreams, and her dreams are for that of travel. Her dreams are that of happiness and love and joy and, devoid of past traumas. In fact, her past was beautiful and recreated, and all energy flows easily forwards and backwards and into the now. And she spoke very strongly of how her body is already healing and the organs are already healing, and that is exactly the space that I want to create. We don't need an exact image of all the diagnoses and identifications of what the Western medicine has said, because at the core root of these things, if it's just energy, it's just matter when it comes to the vessel. So getting that energy to flow without restriction will be very, very helpful. Yeah. So let's read what Jasmine has said here. Glad you reworded everything. We're rewriting the healing process for Gina the way she would have wanted it to be, where she creates her future, and we Candida I think it is, send her all the energy to help her. It's, I think, Spanish her Candida. Maybe what does Candida mean? That sounds very, actually kind of like a powerful resonance, like Candida, like I can do this. And it's very feminine, the dita. I think when it comes to Spanish, only poquito español. So she can continue to be her ultimate creator. Exactly, and stand in her space now, and ignite all the power. LOL, no, Candida was a typo. Okay. Don't know what it means still. I'd be interested. But it felt like a... Oh, language is so funny. Uh, so yeah, I just have to say that I am very grateful that I am able to be in a space with not only all of you guys, but also with people. It's usually people come into my life when they have tried everything else, and so it is a very fascinating and fun and awesome time. The thing is when like death is always around us, and even more so than what we see. Like every possibility that could ever have potentially been is some semblance of death. And so when we look at our bodies like doing these things, know that it can be a very clear choice of an egoic death or an actual physical death. And when you make that decision of saying no, I will choose my egoic death. I will choose to let go of all of these things. I take my power back. I ignite that within. Know that that is already here right now and it has already happened. What you need to do is then just rewrite your even everything about your cellular structure that could be acting on past habituations and letting that go. So, looking at the future of Gina and bringing it to the now of her beautiful self, being positive, filled with light, filled with, like she was already talking about the things that she was seeing. When I'm telling you, when you choose this self work, and also, and it's an interesting thing because that veil gets very, very thin, if you will. And I use the word veil just because it's just a terminology. It's a really psychedelic experience. I have this conversation with her and a light bulb explodes. When I said the healing has already begun, light bulb explodes. And then that later that night, she was seeing this like image that looked like a screen right in front of her eyes. She's wide awake and she can see me perfectly having conversation and laughing and all of that aspects, that she could see that I was right there with her, that there was no separation, even in her physical reality was being projected. We are powerful, powerful beings able to see these connections, and each one of us have our own unique genius abilities and clairvoyance and claircognizance and the ability to regrow bones and hips and all of these aspects. Anything is possible. And that is here within this space, and that is what we are creating. And this is why you guys get to come on the show and see the power of that. And however it goes, it is exactly the way it is supposed to be right now. And man, I really I love this journey, and I love being able to be here with you guys, and I'm grateful for the connect. Like I said, Gina's super powerful, and I feel really a buzzing with a lot of really rad energy, and and I'm grateful to have even people like Zach, and even the guiding malleability of life in redirecting certain aspects, like going down one avenue of explaining it this way and then actually seeing that there is other vectors. And yeah, let's see what Jasmine said here. I have full faith she can recover faster than we can imagine, but we will imagine it anyway. And what a perfect time for manifesting that with all the portals open now. She has the biggest advantage. I would agree with you guys. It is a very powerful time. Yeah, such a great statement. I don't know if you heard Zach say that, but he just literally loud said and laughed. Such a great statement. Yes, with all the portals open, we have the summer solstice. We have portals of all sorts. We have the Mayan calendar saying that the end of the world would be projected for this time. We have Zach's birthday, which is a very powerful time as well. And there's even more and more portals out there that are opened and are available to us. So we are on a brand new day, a brand new rebirth, and it is here and now. And Gina has made it to this point, and now it is time to just like Alyssa waking up is perfect. It already is there. So, with this meditation, I would like it to be in a way that you guys are also creating that space. So it's not going to be a huge guided meditation is often I will throw in there. I would like to be able to channel the frequency because sound and light are how we get that conjunction point. So, bringing in the crystalline energy of light and exploding and igniting it within this space. The crystalline light, again, is all colors, it is all of it. So, bringing that in, igniting it, expanding it out universally, bringing it back in. So, you have out and in system constantly working in that flow. And so creating that again, the roses, we can bring in animals as it is. So we'll do a 3-card draw, and see what animals are going to be what are the strongest to help us. It's funny, like I pause because I see the spider and the snake. I would like to pull in the spider and the snake. It's not that I even need to do a draw. I will do one more card draw. So I will draw one card. Frog. Done. Done. Okay. Okay, frog. Okay. We have our 3 animals that we're going to bring in. We're going to create like a trimurti with the 3 and circling that energy around within this space. These are also, very powerful. We have things that bring about change. So I'm going to grab my animal medicine book. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. So rad. So, what is the first one that comes here? Okay. Ooh, close. Snake. And then I would recommend, if you guys haven't drank water, I just kind of tap my water, and water is very powerful. It just as our oxygen is. It comes down to the oxygen and the hydrogen merging together and marrying into the system. It's the balancing of the system. And I think I probably could go on and on about the importance of that, but it is balancing that duality between the oxygen and the hydrogen, which allows this world to work. I am going with frog 189. Okay, cleansing. It's a great one. Sing, frog, sing, call the rains, quench the dryness, cleanse the earth, then fill me up again. Frog sings the songs that bring the rain and make the road dirt more bearable. Frog medicine is akin to water energy. Oh my gosh. And the east on the medicine wheel, which is so powerful. The sun and the moon both rise in the east. Frog teaches us to honor our tears, for they cleanse the soul. All water rites belong to frog, including all initiations by water. Water prepares and cleanses the body for sacred ceremony. It is the element we understand best in the womb. And we are creating, and we're bringing in the womb. Frog, like ourselves, is a polywog in the fetal waters and only learns to hop after it experiences the world of fluidity. The transformation into adulthood prepares frog for its power to call in the waters of the skies, the rain. In knowing the element of water, frog can sing the song that calls the rain to earth. When the ponds are dry, frog calls upon the thunder, beings to cleanse and replenish the earth with water. So we will call in the thunder and in the rains inside of this space. Like frog, we are asked to know when it is time to refresh, purify, and refill the coffers of the soul. If frog hopped into the cards you chose today, its ribbit may be calling in the cleansing you need. If you were to look at when you are today or where you are today, would you use any of the following words to describe your condition? Tired, overloaded, harried, frustrated, guilty, itchy, nervous, at a loss, empty, or weakened? If so, take a break and allow yourself to bathe in the waters of frog medicine. This could mean a long, relaxing bath, disconnecting the phone, yelling stop, or taking in deep, cleansing breaths. The key thought is to find a way to rid yourself of distractions and replace the mud with clear energy. Then replenish your parched spirit, body, and mind. An ability of frog medicine, people, is to give support and energy where it is needed. A frog medicine person can clean negativity from any environment. Many mediums or clairvoyants who work with cleansing haunted houses carry frog medicine. Many of the world's seers use water on their hands when tapping into other realms of reality due to water's superconductive nature. In Mayan and Aztec shamanistic practices, the shaman places water in his or her mouth and sprays it out over the body of a patient to clear away negative energy. And it is clue the agua de la flora is exactly what they used when I was in the jungle. They spat it over my head and in my face. This is done while holding the thought of frog firmly in the mind so that healing may occur and the patient may be replenished with positive energy. Sometimes dried and stuffed frogs are also used to guard the person's body during the session. Frog speaks a new life and harmony through its rain song. The deep tones of frog's ribbit are said to be a call to the thunder beings, thunder, lightning, and rain. The ribbit is the heartbeat that comes into harmony with Father Sky and calls for the replenishment needed. Call to frog and find peace in the joy of taking time to give to yourself. A part of this giving is cleansing yourself of any person, place, or thing that does not contribute to your new state of serenity and replenishment. In the contrary, frog slipped in the mud and is. I don't feel strong on reading that. I don't feel strong on reading the contrary of frog. I literally feel like ending it on a part of this giving is cleansing yourself of any person, place, or thing that does not contribute to your new state of serenity and replenishment. So it's saying just cleanse the negative space, cleanse it as we call in the power of the frog. All the things, calling in the lightning, calling in the power of igniting that spirit. Oxygen, like I we live in a fluid. I love the concept that it talked about in this of it being the womb space. Whether you're a male or whether you're a female, the divine union is truly within you. You have your male and female sides. This is why you have the right and left brain. This is why it required you to have your mother and your father's DNA. You are both sides. So you, as a male, I'm talking to you, have the power of the feminine. You too have the power to create and birth things into this reality, just as we have the ability of the masculine energies to be more structured and to build and to bring in logic. It's both sides. So with this medicine and it being such a watery aspect, it is what I hear to be a very feminine. So it is tapping into the feminine, that of Mother Earth, that of the frog, that of the rains, that of the cleansing, that of the thunder and lightning. I love that. I love that. So, frog, Zach is I love that he got that. And even in the meditation that began this, there was the frog within that space too. And then the next one we're going to read is the spider. And the spider says, "Spider, weaving webs of delight, weave me a peaceful world, carrying creation in your web, waiting to be unfurled." Spiders are very powerful animal medicine. Some of the oldest, arguably the oldest animal medicine that will date you back 100,000 years. We are never more than 7 feet away from any arachnid at any given time. They have 8 different eyes, at least. They are in the shape of an 8. Turn sideways. This is infinity. 8 legs. We are cycling this in, and this is why next is going to be the snake, where it cycles in that. So you're not just in this, sorry, the cards fell out when I did this. You're not stuck in this over and over again cycle. It is creating a new. And it's weaving. It's weaving as the spider medicine. Spider wove the web that brought human the first pictures of the alphabet. Oh, gosh. Even the alphabet. This is Abzu, A to Z. And I could go on and on about Abzu, but right now we're talking Abzu and Tiamat is the powers that be in this reality. I don't know how much to go into that, but there's a reason our alphabet goes from A to Z. And the Mot, Tiamat, and the T being a conjunction point. There's a lot of power in our words and a lot of power in our abilities to create. The letters were part of the angles of her web. It says, "Dear asked Spider what she was weaving and why all the lines looked like symbols. Spider replied, 'Why, dear, it is time for Earth's children to learn to make records of their progress in their Earth walk.' 'Dear,' answered Spider, 'but they already have pictures that show through symbols the stories of their experiences.' 'Yes,' Spider said, 'but Earth's children are growing more complex, and their future generations will need to know more. The ones to come won't remember how to read the petroglyphs.' So it was the spider wove the first primordial alphabet. As she had woven the dream of the world that had become manifest, Spider's dream of the physical world had come to fruition millions of years before. Intrus web. Spider's body is made like a number 8, consisting of 2 lobe-like parts connected to the waist and 8 legs. Spider is a symbol for the infinite possibilities of creation. Her 8 legs represent the 4 winds of change and the 4 directions on the medicine wheel. And the 4, these are conjunction points. If you learn about portals and Z pinching and all of that, that is the center point. And that Z pinches, that tesseracts you into a whole new dimensional reality when you are working the system as a mechanic. Spider weaves the webs of fate for those who get caught in her web and become her dinner. This is similar to humans who are caught in her web of illusion in the physical world and never see beyond the horizon into other dimensions. The web of fate also represents a wheel of life, which does not include any alternatives or solutions. It is typically human to get caught in the polarity of good or bad fortune without realizing that we can change it at any time. If we are not decisive enough about changing our lots in life, we may end up being consumed by our fears and limitations. And this is why, literally, when Zach stood there and shook his head at me, is that I don't want that within this space. What I want is that decisive decision of making the change. No, I want to live and I want to create. I am decisive in this. I am a decision maker, and that power is mine. I choose the egoic death and not this other. We are infinite beings and we are creating. So, yes, I love the spider medicine within this space. Spider is the female energy of the creative force that weaves the beautiful designs of life. Her web has hundreds of intricate patterns which catch the morning dew. Also, Spiders create their webs off of sound. If you watch a spider make its web, it tunes it. It literally goes deet deet deet, and there's a tune. It's a frequency, and it knows it. If Spider has dropped from the web into your cards today, she may be telling you to create, create, create. Look for new alternatives to your present impasses. She can also be warning you that you are coming too close to an entangling situation. Spider could be asked you to use a journal to write out and review your progress. If you do this, you will not forget how you are creating a new or different phase in your life. And Gina, if you are listening to this, that is for you. I love you. Spider brings a message of a different kind when she sees you becoming a bit too involved in the weaving of your life, plans to notice opportunity at the outskirts of your web. If this is the case, Spider gets your attention so that you notice that something you have woven has borne fruit. Congratulations. Spider caught you just in time before you missed the opportunity on the edge of your web of reality. In the nick of time we did it. We caught it. The most important message from Spider is that you are an infinite being who will continue to weave the patterns of life and living throughout time. Do not fail to see the expansiveness of the eternal plan. Fuck, that's powerful. I love you guys. I love doing this with you. I love it. Now I'm going to the snake. You right there. Snake is transformation. Snake, come crawling. There's fire in your eyes. Bite me, excite me. I'll learn to realize. The poison transmuted brings eternal flame. Open me to heaven to heal me again. Snake medicine people are very rare. Their initiation involves experiencing and living through multiple snake bites, which allows them to transmute all poisons, be the mental, physical, spiritual, or emotional. So guys, in this space, we transmute that energy, all right? The power of snake medicine is the power of creation, for it embodies sexuality, psychic energy, alchemy, reproduction, and ascension, or immortality. The transmutation of life, death, rebirth cycle is exemplified by the shedding of snake skin. So within this space, shed the snake skin. It is the energy of wholeness, cosmic consciousness, and the ability to experience anything willingly and without resistance. It is the knowledge that all things are equal in creation, and that those things which might be experienced as poison can be eaten, ingested, integrated, and transmuted if one has the proper state of mind. Thoth, the Atlantean, who later returned as Hermes and was the father of alchemy, used the symbology of two snakes intertwining around a sword to represent healing. So see this symbol and plant this symbol within your void space when you're in there. Intertwine the snakes around the sword, okay? Complete understanding and acceptance of the male and female within each organism creates a melding of the two into one, thereby producing divine energy. It is the divine union. So the feminine and masculine snake, and plant that sword like lightning. This medicine teaches you on a personal level that you are a universal being. Through accepting all aspects of your life, you can bring about the transmutation of the fire medicine. This fire energy, when functioning on the material plane, creates passion, desire, procreation, and physical vitality. On the emotional plane, it becomes ambition, creation, resolution, and dreams. On the mental plane, it becomes intellect, power, charisma, and leadership. There's a, yeah. When the snake energy reaches the spiritual plane, it becomes wisdom, understanding, wholeness, and connection to the Great Spirit. If you have chosen this symbol, there is a need within you to transmute some thought, action, or desire so the wholeness may be achieved. This is heavy magic. But remember, magic is no more than a change in consciousness. Become the magician or the enchantress. Transmute the energy and accept the power of the fire. Whew. Super, super powerful stuff. Super. I love it. Okay. So we have the snake, the frog, and the spider to come and help us in our meditation today. All right. I am going to read what Jasmine said here. Even though I've read spider medicine several times, it just hits different every time. I love it. I agree with you. I read this, I don't even know how many times, and every time it's like it's new because I'm new and there is different direction with this energy. So different things are going to pop out. And it is, again, yeah, animal medicine is so powerful. So I love it. I love that, Samantha. I love your symbols. And so what I was saying would be excellent to create within our spaces and unifying into it is creating like going into the void space, placing yourself within your Merkaba. This sets your protections, which is great, which allows you, it's your like, it's your own like a time machine comes in, but it's like your spaceship. And I like to then talk about that toroidic field. So build that toroidic field, that energy space around you so that you are in a space to create for this. You take care of you first, and then you share. And it looks like the toroidic field, as I'd like to talk about it, create an energy going off to your right and off to your left, but make it a donut so that it's all connected. This is all very, very powerful, powerful stuff. So going in, start with that, building your Merkaba. It's a triangle you draw above your head and connect that below your feet. Draw the triangle below your feet and connect it above your head. I like to imagine you as the beautiful light being that you are, that I am. So I go in a space where I am not this physical vessel that you're looking at. I am my infinite, highest version of myself, and connect inside that space. So do that for yourself first. And then as we go along, the things that I will read, I will call in each animal and I will play. Again, surrounding ourselves, our beautiful light beings around Gina, the energy that we call in to that space, just like the snake said, imagine that divine feminine and divine masculine energy winding up, that sword, planting it down to the earth, down here, giving it the power, igniting it, calling in the rains, calling in the thunder, utilizing this power, connecting your wire systems to each one of these animals. Your wire systems, you're going to pull them from your crown and attach them, your DNA strands, you through your vessel. This is you transmuting this energy into this space. What else? Again, it is seeing Gina. Whether you've seen a picture of Gina or not does not matter. We can feel her energy here. You feel it just even on the concept that she even exists. So it's not about what she looks like, it's about the energy of that beautiful, loving being that she is, the beautiful energy of the loving mother that she became here on this earth, the energy of that beautiful grandmother that she got an opportunity to become and that she will continue to be. So see her playing within this space. See the fun things that we get to do when we're in human form. All positivity, all laughter, all joy. Create that geometry. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Yeah, the spiders weave the webs. Weave the webs of the frequencies that they understand, the cycles of creation. Weave the webs of her healing. Weave the webs of her future. When you do this healing for others, you also do this healing for yourself. You are also involved. You are also healing you. We are all doing this together. So love yourself in this space. Love the creations. It's way more rad to create like this than to create what Sally was saying to you yesterday that is driving you crazy. That is the inverse. So I am so grateful that you guys are here and being part of this. So the breathing, we want to keep that in. So breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. If you have water, hydrogen, water, H2O, it's very, very powerful, as we had just read, and a huge part to creation. So if you have some water, set your intentions with it and what we are here to create. Every one of your cells is like 80% water. You are the water. So you are creating with this. There is no difference between you and what you're about to drink. It is just a union, if you will. So I love you guys. I'm going to drink. So, again, not much talk. Imagining her dancing and playing with her grandchildren and just having an abundance of energy and glowing healthy and happy and loved. I love that, Jasmine. Find a seated position if you haven't already, or lie down if that is more comfortable. Allow your spine to straighten. In this space, the energy flows without restriction. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. And take the moments that if you have any negative, dense energy, go ahead and breathe it out and slough it out. There is a wiring system underneath you that is this red wiring system, and connect that to the earth. And in this space, as I said, create your Merkaba and create your Toroid. Connect with your light being. And now we begin. Snake, come crawling. There's fire in your eyes. Bite me, excite me. I'll learn to realize. The poison transmuted brings eternal flame. Open me to heaven to heal me again. Sing, frog, sing. Call the rains. Quench the dryness. Cleanse the earth. Then fill me up again. Spider, weaving webs of delight, weave me a peaceful world, carrying creation in your web, waiting to be unfurled. So powerful, this space. So much love and so much healing and so much joy and so much power. All of this we have created. All of this we birth into our new realities. We are born anew. I have one more song to play for you. And come back to your breath. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Breathe in all of the beautiful energies of creation and exhalate all of the beautiful energies of creation. Death and life are creation. You are all things and all powers inside of you. Love, solutions, answers are here, are now. You are the highest version of you, and you are worth it, and you are worthy, and you are strong and powerful and hope and peace and balance and feminine and masculine and logical and emotional and all of it and no thing of it. We are all one within this space. We are all surrounded around each other and around you, Gina. We breathe in with you and we breathe out with you. We are entangled within this space. We have built the webs and transmuted the poisons. We are higher now. We are love. And love is simply coherence. Coherence within this human space. Coherence. 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 Creations of the ideas of you falling in love with something falling in love. I can see you falling in love with the ocean. I can see you falling in love with your grandchildren. I can see you falling in love with the frog and within the snake and within these spiders that might once have been built and had fear, but it doesn't here. We've transmuted that space. We've transmuted it into our truth. Energy flows without restriction through each one of us now. Can you feel it? From the top of your head, down through your mind, down through your throat, down into your heart that is beating like the receiver that it is. And breathe it down into your solar plexus, through your nadis, down below into your being. It flows freely down through your sacral chakra, your pelvis and your legs, through this human vessel and out through your feet. It flows out into your auric field, out through your spirit, out into your metaphysical you. Beating, flowing. That is a heartbeat. It flows. It flows just like you flow into the malleability of this reality. It is being created for you now. And I love you now. Thank you for being here. Please take your right hand and place it over your heart. All of the gifts of giving flowing freely through your right hand, through your right pinky finger, and through your your ring finger. It flows freely through that area, and through your thumb, and through each cellular structure. And take your left hand and place it over your heart too. This is the receiving hand. You have a giving and a receiving side. And flow this energy out through your right foot. The love, your right foot stepping forward to your future. The love flowing out through your root system, down through your feet, down through the wires into this earth, to this plane now. And flow that energy out through your left, out, creating that new past. That too, with every step, is creating the beauty and love that is you. All healing of past and future times. There is no more healing within this space because you are already whole. It has already been created. And now it is up to you to believe and to get it. See it. See the creation and go that way. Take that step. You want that? You take that step. Taking your right foot and stepping forward. Imagine yourself always stepping forward with your right foot first. stepping forward to your creation. This is your portal into your dimension and your creation. Every day is new. You're only one day old. You're only as old as you are right now in this space where time does not exist, yet it flows forwards and backwards right here. And it is cohered in love and being rooted into this human form because this is where we want to be. And we want this space to be happy and joyous, filled with laughter. So in this space, we tesseract ourselves. If you don't know what a tesseract is, imagine this reality like a cube, like a square around you. And it is this life, and it is getting smaller, while this other creation that we just had, this is the next cube, and our creation is getting bigger. And at the moment that the old reality gets so small that you can't even know that it exists, right in the space where this other reality gets big, you jump through that hole, that portal, that tesseract, and it creates you into this one, this new creation of healing. You tesseract yourself. You created, and we created it together. A new portal, a new reality, filled with love and coherence. It's beautiful. You're beautiful, and you're magnificent. And Gina, you are awesome. And thank you for allowing us to come to this space, allowing us to create a world that all of us want to live in too. A world with you and with me. Cohered together, unified. Now please, guys, take your arms and wrap them around yourself and fill the space with tons of oxytocin. This is a love hormone. I am hugging you as you are hugging yourself. And Gina, we are doing a group hug surrounding you. And we're breathing in the energy and we're pushing it out as far as we could possibly imagine. All of this healing as far out as we could even conceptualize. And then we're breathing it back in. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And when you are ready, take just a couple more breaths and then open your eyes. And we come back to our space. That was really rad. All you guys that came. Really, really powerful. I can't express to you how much this means. Or try and find words. But as you help heal others, you're healing yourself, you know. You choose to come here and learn more. And come here to find coherence and love or whatever your reasoning is. And you choose to do this for somebody that you've never met. And perhaps somebody that you've never even known. And you create in a space. And connect hearts. It's awesome. It's so awesome. I would love to hear about what you've created. I would love to hear. And I bet Gina would too. So if you want to share in the comments here or message me, I can sense and see things. And it's powerful. I see roses. I saw my dog. When I played, I used to have this dog named Sophie, and I've talked about her. And when I first got my flute and I was learning to play it, she would sing. She would sing with it, and I saw her singing, and and when I would say that she would come, like she would get so excited when I would play my flute, like she knew we were going to be healing. I would play for Alyssa when she was in the hospital, and Sophie would just sing with me. She had this like vibrato where she just like vibrated her voice, and it was just the coolest thing I just have ever heard a dog really do. And she came here and she sang with us, and it reminding me that even if she's not physically here, that she's never left. And I've known that. But it was so powerful for me because I know that no matter what diagnoses exist, that it's just, there's just a different way. It's about healing yourself differently. Like if you stuff your issues, they go into your tissues and you heal that. And that's the miracle. You're the miracle. You are. And it is creating what you really want for tomorrow. And if you're not doing that, then we create the inverse and we create things within our systems that, well, have a probability of taking us out before we really wanted to go. I want to be ready to go when it's time to go. So believe in yourself and believe in this process, and anything is possible. I'm going to read some comments. I love you all too, Willow. I love you. I love you a lot. That was very beautiful. Yes, Sammy, it was a very rad and beautiful experience. Thank you. Yes, Sammy, it was. Felt good and connected to you all. Yeah, we all came. It was awesome. I love that you're saying this. Thank you so much for leading the space, Jen. Sending love and healing to you too. Thank you, Sammy. We're all in this together, and we're on this journey, and I give it right back to you. And energy flows, without restriction, forwards and backwards. And I played that into the space, the bandwidth of all the things that I had done also on my healing journey. And what that's like, even with, like, for example, my dog Sophie, when I called her in, my other dog Audie, who looks oddly very similar to Sophie, came into my life right after I had done a meditation of just trying to heal my heart from her kidnapping. And when I healed that and I birthed Sophie inside of me, it was very powerful. It was the next morning at 2 a.m. I hear this dog out in the middle of the desert. I was all by myself, coughing outside my door. And I look out my window and there's this dog. And he had the white fur. Sophie had cream fur, but he had this curled tail just like Sophie did. He had the snout like Sophie did. And he was like the male version of Sophie. It was so funny. And he just appeared, and it was time for him to come. It's just amazing. Like when you work on this healing of yourself, and as much as Sophie was involved in that meditation, so was Audie. Audie then brought the balance of that. And Adiajna is what I named him. And it's just really, really cool. It's really cool to see these things coming into this space, and you guys coming into this space, and we're all healing together and helping Gina Sending an abundance of love and healing to Gina. Yes, my phone died when I was typing what I saw. See, death is all around us. But yeah, creation, you know. But I saw us taking Gina outside and into a lily pond. We poured water on her, cleansing her. Oh gosh, that is so beautiful, Jasmine. So beautiful. And she walked towards a meadow, and we all danced and gave her roses. She was dancing with her grandchildren while you were playing. Everyone was there. I saw us all. That is so beautiful, Jasmine. So beautiful. There was just a lot going on. So cool. So awesome. I love that image, and I love all of that. The lily pads and the roses and all of us dancing. If you go and work with a shaman, if you will, or a curandero, he'll ask you why or when did you stop dancing? You can ask yourself, when did you stop dancing if you're not dancing? And why? Dancing is very awesome and very freeing and filled with lots of expressions. When you were reading the frog medicine, I went through what felt like a combo ceremony. I felt incredibly sick, felt my face feel like I was swelling, etc. And then I felt like I was just pulled the biggest of dense energy out. It just kept coming up and out. Oh, wow, Sammy. That is so awesome. That is so awesome. I mean, that's definitely my experience with combo, and I definitely brought in the medicine of combo, and it sounds to me like you might have tried combo. I might be interested to know. I don't remember if you've used the or worked with the medicine combo, but if so, like I was saying too, is I was pumping in the energies of what I learned on how to heal myself, and that was definitely part of my journey. So I would be interested to know if you had done combo too, because it's very much like that. Yeah, through what felt like a combo ceremony, because like when you use those words, it generally means you've been through it. But I don't want to assume. But yeah, it very much felt like a combo ceremony. Purging definitely happens, guys. Like if you have not done or worked with any purgative medicine, sometimes with meditations, that comes out through vomiting, burping, pooping, farting, all of that too. I actually had to purge before the meditation, LOL. Something upset my stomach. Yeah, it is. When we take on that energy, we're purging out that dense energy. Haha. TMI. So sorry. It is not too much. Well, maybe to some it's too much information, but I don't think so. I think that we just don't talk about that so much, and it really is very, very beneficial. Very, very beneficial. So yeah, no, I really love this, guys, and I really love you, and I really appreciate you all coming here and being together and sharing these stories. And if anything more comes to you, share that with me. But yeah, I mean, last night, I know, like Zach, when it had just turned over midnight and it was his birthday, it was his 9 year, and the 9 year is a destruction year, if you will, to make room for the creation. And I could tell that I had carried some semblance of fear around me for this last year. And the moment the clock pretty much struck over, I just went right to the bathroom and I threw up. And once it was out, I felt like much better. And that's just kind of how it goes. There's these things that we store inside, and when it's time, it will come out. I haven't used it yet, but I have chatted to Andrew Sly about his experience quite a lot. Awesome. If you can have access to the medicine, I highly recommend it. I had a big fart too. Yeah, see, that's how it comes out. It's like literally it. It is. It just is how it works. Yeah, it just reminded me of this ayahuasca ceremony we were in. And there was somebody that let out this like huge fart, but it was like the curanderos are singing, and it might not be so respectful, not the farting per se, but the fact that I began laughing harder, one of the hardest laughters of my entire life. And that was my purge, was then this laughter. And like people like began joining in, and we just laughed amidst this purge. So in the end, the farting led to massive amounts of purging for all of us, but now it was transmuted in a way of what sounded like laughter. And oh man, that is awesome. I love it. I love it. There was a lot of symbolic things happening in the meditation of rebirth and cleansing. Yes, it was. Oh, Gary. Yes, I love that. I love Sammy. She's so awesome. I love it. It's just authentically you. Sammy must have felt great. Exactly. Like seriously, I can vouch for her. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Oh man, it's good. We purged it out. We got it out. So we had our healers, doing that. Like I remember when Dio DeMero, the Shipibo Corandero that I talk about, he like one ceremony just sat and just purged, like he just vomited as I'm like vomiting, and he's just like purging for me as I'm purging, and it was just like this experience of just getting it all out, and there's just this amazing connection that happens with that. And so way to be an awesome curandero, holding this space and transmuting it like that. I fucking love it, guys. I love you. I love this experience. However it goes, and being malleable within this space. And you guys are super duper awesome and rad. And I don't really have a whole lot more for you guys today other than, like, share this video, especially get it out there if you're involved with groups, or join more groups so that we just build and keep on the process of healing for Gina, and healing for ourselves, and rooting for ourselves, and rooting for Gina, and all of the things backwards and forwards and everything in between. The more we get it out there, the more energy that just keeps residing within this space. It is awesome. Shared because I felt some laughter was needed. Yeah, see, that's awesome. Like Sammy, you just brought in what I had said happened in the Maloka. It's like we don't need to imbibe the psychedelic medicines. We are the medicine. We are already the medicine. All the plant medicines are already inside. The medicine of the frog is already inside. You don't need to go and take combo in order to have that experience and know what that feels like. And bringing in combo is great, especially because like literally the frog that they use, the poison that they use, that poison is transmuted as well. They evolved themselves without fear. And when you're navigating this plane, it's important to not be with fear. False evidence appearing real. Again, death, we don't go anywhere, even though it seems like we do. But like, just like my dog, man, she was right here in this space. It was awesome. And LOL, thank you for the laugh, Sammy. It was great bringing in the beautiful laughter to the healing. I would totally agree. That's what we wanted. That's what we were creating. We already created it, Sammy. Look at that. It's already permeating out into our realities as we speak, as we laugh. It is awesome. We love you, Gina. Look forward to meeting you in person in the future. Yes, I'm going to end on that note. Please like and share this video. And Gina, I will be sending you this video, so make sure you have access to that, and to Gina's sister, who will hopefully be watching this too. Her name is Jennifer as well, like mine. I love you all too very much. Very much looking forward to meeting Gina too in the future, you guys. I love you. I will look forward to seeing you hopefully later with Zach and Aaron show in Expanded Understanding. And I love each and every one of you. And hopefully I'll see each one of you back in here tomorrow. I love you. And we will see you soon. Bye, guys.